Hi everybody, hello, hi. So I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. No Frambo, no FNAF. um, I thought I would try something a little bit new. I'm going to do a series. I will keep doing it as long as it seems to be uh, received, whatever, popular. I know the audience for this is going to be very select and small, but if it's helpful or interesting to at least one person out there, then it's worth it. So, plus this also like goes back to what I originally really wanted this channel to be, and that was mental health related. Yay! Um, I went through, let's see, when I 3 years ago, I lived in Phoenix, and I went through this program called DBT, Dialectical Behavior Therapy. It's a year-long course, pretty intense. I'm actually going to do it all over again here where I'm living now, because I'm getting a little rusty and getting a little rusty with my coping skills, with healthy coping skills and stuff. That plus going to class gives me something to do, so it doesn't hurt to refresh things. And I thought, whoa, hey, Mija teaches DBT. Obviously it's going to just be like a sound bite of the actual course. I am not a disclaimer, I am not a trained professional. I'm not a trained professional anything. I'm not a doctor, I'm not a therapist, I'm not a psychiatrist, etc, etc, etc. I am just someone who has gone through the course once before and is going through it again, and decided that I could share little tiny tidbits of it, little of the tips and skills and whatever. I thought I could just, it'd be something interesting to share with my YouTube peoples out there. So I don't know if this will be a good idea or not. I don't know if people will be interested or not. We'll give it a try. And I may have to take off my fuzzy fingers here so I can draw. We'll see. Alright. So today, boys and girls, is going to be very first part of it. So kind of a quick explanation. DBT is basically, it's skills training essentially. It's broken up into different sections: distress tolerance, interpersonal effectiveness. I can't remember all of them, but it's pretty much like techniques and things and ways of thinking to help you deal with stuff, to help you deal with life, to help you with communication issues, to help you not lose your shit over the tiniest things, and to help you deal with the really big stuff too, to help you get through life with the best that you possibly can. And especially for those of us who have the mental problems, we need all the help that we can get, because some days it's a struggle just to freaking get out of bed. It's a pat on the back if you manage to eat anything and if you manage to take a shower. So oh, and in between each module, is what they do mindfulness. I fucking hate mindfulness. It's not for everybody. This whole thing is not for everybody, but I just don't gel with mindfulness. It's not just meditating, but a lot of the things in there have to do with the type of meditating. I can't concentrate on my breath. Like, I will, if I'm trying really hard to not blow my stack, I'll do that. I'll take a deep breath, but I don't count. I don't hold my breath. I can't, because it makes my chest feel tight. It makes me feel like I can't breathe. I can't do that. And the whole like, let your mind go, or see your thoughts as clouds passing in the sky, or as leaves on a river. Yeah, it's like the whole, don't think of a pink elephant. You think of a pink elephant. You know, it just, that kind of stuff just doesn't work for me, so I have to do other things. One of those things being, I will, down below, I will post a link to Fuck That, an honest meditation. It's supposed to be a parody, but goddamn if it doesn't actually help. It's the kind of meditation that I love, because it's cheesy, it's funny, it's curse words, but damn it if it isn't actually helpful, because he's like, breathe in strength, breathe out bullshit. You know, it's about basically don't let the horse shit of your life, you know, get to you. And it's just, yes, you have to go see his video. It's amazing. That's like the only meditation thing that I can do without going crazy. So I won't be doing mindfulness. I won't be going through that. Like, if there's something that comes up, you know, I might share it, but that's the extent of my mindfulness stuff, because it doesn't work well with me, so I'm not going to force it on other people. Okay, so yeah, today's is not going to be any kind of fun like tricks and stuff. It's a lot of information. Today I'm going to talk about wise mind. This is a mindfulness thing too, but it's more informational than a coping skill. Sometimes these things won't be just like, here, do this when you're stressed. It's a way of looking at the world a little differently. Okay, so wise mind is like, you know, you're Jiminy Cricket, you're conscious, you know that you should look at a problem that way, you know you should do the right thing, but you often don't. Wise mind and mindfulness is like, so you ask yourself, a wise mind, is this a wise mind decision to do, you know, whatever? Is this a wise mind thing to, you know, be upset about that? Whatever. There's a Venn diagram that shows like difference between rational mind and emotion mind and wise mind. And most people like think that they go towards emotion mind, that it's all emotional mind. And what's wrong with being in rational mind? Like, obviously you don't want to be super emotional and everything. Shouldn't you want to be rational and everything? The problem with being totally reasonable rational mind is you're shutting out all emotion. You're completely shutting down. You're closing yourself down. You're clamming up. You're shutting out everything that isn't total facts and logic. So that's why, to explain the kind of the difference and stuff, we use Star Trek characters. First part of it is rational, reasonable, whatever, and that may sound like a good thing because it's all facts, it's all logic, it's cold, it's not emotional, like how Spock from Star Trek wants to be. Because, you know, there's no emotion, just the facts, just the logic, just the facts, ma'am. Or if you are familiar with the Last Airbender TV show, rational, cold, rational, reasonable mind is like Toph or Sokka. I'm not sure if that's how you spell his name. Toph and Sokka, where Toph is always yelling at Aang like, "Come on, twinkle toes," and Sokka is just, you know, always mad that Katara is getting so emotionally attached and whatever. Just straight logic, you know, don't be a baby, don't be a pussy, don't be a wussy. They say those things, but whatever, that's the mindset. Don't be a pussy. So yes, it's good to not be super emotional, but you also can't just be cold and unfeeling, unthinking. We're not robots. You know, like Spock tries as hard as he can to think like that. He says that's how he, you know, he thinks and whatever, but he's actually very emotional, but he tries very, very hard to be rational, reasonable. Sorry, again, my handwriting. Emotionable. Whatever. Emotions on this side, on the other side. So obviously that's, you know, crying at the drop of a hat, which is me. I cry so freaking easy. I swear to God, a day doesn't go by where I cry. You know, being too easily upset, too easily angered, just you take on everything like it's just a personal attack. You just, every little thing upsets you. But you don't consider the facts of a situation. You don't consider, you know, the other side. Don't consider that, you know, some people didn't mean to hurt you, or that, you know, it wasn't a personal attack, or, you know, whatever. You don't consider you just let yourself get hot with rage or depression or whatever, and don't think, well, what's the other side to it? What are the facts? And so, and the emotion side, that would be, of course, Kirk, definitely, as he's just hot rage and emotion, and sluttiness or man whore, whatever. Yeah, that side of it for the Avatar fans. Obviously Katara. Oh my gosh, Katara. I actually have a cosplay outfit for her. It's her Fire Nation outfit. It's so old and it's really badly done. I really ought to redo it. But I put on some weight since I last wore it, and I don't have that nice flat tummy. It's yeah, it shows the tummy. But anyways, so obviously it's like she practically every episode she has this like strong emotional speech, whatever. She's so emotional, and also obviously Aang. You know, I'm sorry, he's super emotional. I mean, he's just a kid, but yeah, super emotional. I actually ship I ship Zuko and Zutara. I do not ship Katang. Yeah. And now for the middle part. So the middle part in there, when you've got your facts and your info and your reason balanced out with your emotions and everything, you're not cold-hearted, but you're also not letting everything get to you, balancing everything out. That bit in the middle is called Wise Mind. And the ones that belong there in Wise Mind from the fandoms, that's called, whatever, would be McCoy. Now, some people put Kirk in the middle and McCoy over on the emotional, but I would argue that McCoy is Wise Mind. Because yes, Kirk is the captain and he has to make decisions, but that doesn't mean he makes rational decisions. He doesn't. He's always emotional with it. He is. And yes, McCoy's like, damn it, man, I'm a doctor, not a whatever. But that's like, so he gets mad and stuff, but Wise Mind, because he really doesn't like Spock all that much. But he sees where when Spock has a good point about something, and he kind of tells, you know, Kirk, puts him in his place of, you know, when he's being stupid about something. So he's Wise Mind. And also then for the other fandom is Uncle Iroh. He is my favorite character in the whole series. Oh my god, I love Uncle Iroh so much. So he is always there trying to support his nephew, and there's several times in the show where he even like explains how all of the kingdoms, all of the elements are supposed to be in balance. You know, he's basically trying to say to Zuko from the beginning, like, you know, this isn't the right path that you should be on, but he's, you know, he's trying to guide his nephew in the right direction. And he has a talk with Toph, and just is there as the guiding comfort and support of the group, as the wise old man. You know, he doesn't get enough love and support, you know, that he deserves. He's my absolute favorite. I love him so much. In fact, I'm kind of debating, there's one particular scene where he is talking about the four elements to Zuko, and how they're all connected, and Zuko is like, you're starting to sound like the Avatar, and Iroh is basically like, well, you know, not in so many words of, hey, maybe, you know, yeah, but yeah, but how he draws it out in the sand, I kind of want that as a tattoo, because it's just the symbolism. I don't know what the right way to say it is. It's so beautiful, it's so pretty, but I don't love the show enough to have it on my skin for the rest of my life. Okay. So this wise mind thing, you're supposed, like I said, it's like a Jiminy Cricket sort of thing. Your conscience. You ask yourself, you know, is this a wise mind decision? Am I balancing out all of the facts? Do I have all of the facts to make a decision? Am I overreacting to a situation? Am I, you know, is a situation, you know, is it worth it? Is it worth the energy to be this upset, like angry and whatever? Or should I really, you know, put my energy towards like finding a way to calm down or something, you know? So that's, like I said, a lot of people say, well, you know, what's wrong with being reasonable and rational? Like, I'm in this program because I can't handle things, that I get, you know, rage and depression. Like, yes, that's true. But you can't just block that stuff out completely. You can't just try to shut yourself out from all your emotions entirely. It's just not possible. Being 100% in reasonable, rational mind sounds nice, but it's not a good thing. You have to be able to, it's also empathy towards another person, that if you can't, okay, so even if you're not personally affected by something, if you're not personally having emotions towards something, like, hate to get slightly political here, but Black Lives Matter. No, I'm not black, so I can't understand what it's like to be an African American in America. You know, I have not lived through that. I will never live through that. It's not possible for me. But that doesn't mean that I shouldn't show support and sympathy and love and whatever. That's how racism is just because I'm different from them doesn't mean that I shouldn't show, you know, love and support for them. That's kind of extreme, but that's kind of how a closed-in, no emotion mindset can lead you to. Or, you know, if your friend is upset over something and you don't understand why they're crying or mad over something, like, you know, it's not a big deal. Why are you so upset? If you can't, you know, have that empathy, understand that they have emotions, that they are upset by something, if you're so just focused on just the facts, then, you know, then you will hurt your friend. Then you will let them down. So that's wise mind, is nothing perfect, not like being a yogi, you know, perfect, whatever, master of all four elements. Sorry, had to do it. Master of total control of your mind and body. That is impossible. Mostly this whole thing is like just trying to be aware of your thought processes, aware of your feelings as much as you can, and being able to follow a line of, you know, how did I get from here to there, type of a thing. Okay, so from here on it'll get a little more interesting. It should, because they have a ton of acronyms to help you remember how to do stuff. And I'm so excited. We get to coping skills. That means I get to talk about Saw again. I'm such a weirdo. But yes, I am going to talk about Saw again. Oh my gosh. My class, I flew my true colors, whatever you want to call it, last class. It's a Zoom class thingy. And so I got to show them Mija in my last class. I got to tell them I was a furry in my last class because at check-in, you know, they do, oh, say your name, how you're feeling, and then a random question. And last week's random question was, oh, what's one thing that makes you happy? It's like, oh, can I please go? I have a wonderful answer for that, please. And I brought this out and I totally geeked out on him and just like, oh, this is Mija and she makes me happy and this is my fursuit and I'm a furry and I have a YouTube channel and yeah, so I think I freaked them out a little bit, but it's amazing. Yeah, so me being the weird one of the group is starting to become apparent. I also told them about the like fuck that meditation thing, saying that that's the meditation I prefer to do, is the one that, you know, curses a heck ton. Just wait until I tell them about Saw. No, I haven't had a chance to talk about Saw yet. I can't wait to do that. I swear, every single therapist I've ever had, when I told them about Saw, they've just been like, huh? What? Huh? You watch what? Just have, yeah, I confused the hell out of them. I freaked the hell out of them. So I can't wait to freak out my classmates. I know, I'm weird. Okay. Well, I hope this is helpful to somebody, or at least entertaining, as I stumble through my way of trying to do this. And like I said, it's these others, sometimes it'll be more, and then other times it'll be actually more like showing you things. Alright, this is not going to be my only content. I still need to do Franbo. I still need to beat FNAF. And just other things in general, you know. I can't wait till it snows here. I can't wait to go out with Mija in the snow, and hopefully, for fuck's sake, at some point I'll be able to do an outing with her again. Yeah. Alright. I hope everyone is staying safe and lovely and everything like that. Love you so much. Bye. Mwah.